Before I start the review of episode 57 of Dragon Ball Super, I would like to announce to you guys that I am no longer a YouTuber. I am now a GodTuber. And YouTube is now called GodTube, according to Dragon Ball Super. So from now on in the rest of my videos, that's what I'm going to be calling it. And you can call me the GodTuber Animated Heroes. Thank you.
Come on, boys.
This episode was just what everyone was expecting, I'm pretty sure, especially those of us who have been watching Dragon Ball Super for the last few weeks. It's been absolutely awesome, amazing, animation-wise and everything, and I feel like today was no exception. We got to see Goku and Trunks work together for the first time. I thought that was awesome, simply because you never really get to see that in the anime. I mean, we've seen it in Super Android 13 and Broly the movies, but it wasn't as much teamwork as it was in this one. They were actually working together to try to take down Zamasu and Black, and I thought that was really awesome. Another thing that this episode showcased was the difference between Trunks and Vegeta, and it's definitely a big difference because Vegeta, while he's at the point now where we know he cares about protecting the people that he loves and protecting the planet Earth, it doesn't seem like it's as important to him as showcasing his own strength. Now, we all know Vegeta is the epitome of a true Saiyan. He wants to show his abilities. He wants to know that he got stronger. So he's willing to face all types of challenges alone. And Trunks is different than that. Trunks isn't one who wants to show his abilities completely. He just wants to save the world. And with that being said, we have all these gods now that are coming in Dragon Ball Super who are extremely powerful, and not being able to work as a team could definitely be the downfall of Goku and Vegeta in this entire series. And I'm not talking about specifically now, but maybe if Goku and Vegeta would have tag team Black, they probably would have had a better chance of taking him down. Now, who knows, because we don't know how strong Super Saiyan Rose is. We know that basically Super Saiyan Blue is nothing to it right now, but who knows how he would have fared against two Super Saiyan Blues. And while I'm on the discussion of strength, let's talk about Trunks for a second. Trunks held his own in this episode amazingly. He fought Zamasu, who was basically immortal. This guy can't die right now. His body's immune to every kind of attack, or so this episode showed. And he held his own against him. He even put a combo on Black. So I was like, man, Trunks is the MVP of this episode, because for that 20-piece combo that he put on Zamasu and taking him out, even though it didn't really do much, still the fact that he can hold his own so well definitely says that Trunks is a very valuable character to probably Akira Toriyama, because he only has Super Saiyan 2, and that's the abilities that Gohan had when they fought Cell, and Cell is nothing to either of these two enemies that they're fighting right now. So it just goes to show that Akira Toriyama definitely has some respect or value for the character of Trunks. He really likes that character, and I'm starting to see that a whole lot more. Now, in terms of action, this episode has it at the very beginning. It's just fighting, and it definitely gives you that Dragon Ball Z feel. It's not those corny battles that we've gotten. Like, I think some of the tournament battles were kind of lame, and then maybe in the Beerus arc or Frieza arc, I don't know. Some of the battles have just been kind of lame in Dragon Ball Super, and it just seems like you can see the switching between the frames, if that makes sense. Like, even when they shoot the Cop Blast, it's almost like a whole series of pictures just thrown together, but you can see it. In Dragon Ball Z, everything flowed. It didn't seem like it was almost like watching a stop motion, if that makes any sense. And that's just some battles. It's not all of them, but that's just my opinion on that. But anyway, this gave that Dragon Ball Z feel of battle once again when Goku was fighting Black, when Trunks was fighting Zamasu. It was just an awesome episode. Highly recommend it for you guys who haven't watched it. And if you're not watching Dragon Ball Super, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got to get on Dragon Ball Super, man. I'm telling you, it's great right now. But anyway, moving along, this episode probably would be one that caught everyone off guard, because, spoiler, if you don't want to hear it, get out of here in 3, 2, 1. They lost, man. That threw me off. I was not expecting that. I honestly thought that they were going to go to that time and fight Black, and I was thinking it was going to be probably something like a several episode fight, like maybe they did with Beerus. I think it took Goku about 5 or 6 episodes to defeat Beerus, but in 2 episodes they got there, they got whooped, and then they got sent back in time. That's pretty much what happened. And I mean, they were messed up. Goku was out, Trunks was out, Vegeta was out, and it was like, oh man, this enemy is so powerful, or these enemies, because it's 2 of them, so powerful that it caused them to retreat. I've never seen anything like that, and I'm like, wow. Wow, I don't know what to say, but it just leads me to think, what's coming next? What does he have in store for Black? What are they gonna do? And also another thing I noticed in this episode was that Black actually has the ability to sense out the ki of even normal humans who don't have that much strength, because when he was looking for Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta after they had disappeared, he said, I can sense ki that way, but it's just those normal humans. So it almost makes me think that he's just taking his time tormenting and picking them off for, I don't know, I guess his own self-enjoyment. But I don't know, you would think, because with the power that he has, Super Saiyan Rose, we know now he has the ability to destroy the planet Earth. But he also said something about, I don't remember if it was him or if it was Zamasu, but they're one and the same. Something about creating a utopia. So it also makes me think that he's trying to destroy humans without destroying the planet entirely, I suppose, because I guess he wants to turn it into something else. I don't know. I really don't understand him, because I'm pretty sure as if he wants only Kai and gods to live, there's definitely not as many Kais and gods as there are humans, or just the overall generation of normal people in general. So I really don't know the full extent of his plan, but I mean, as of right now, we know it's to eradicate humans or anything that he feels is war-fueled. Enemies are people that fight and kill for territory or just whatever they want, food, just things like that. So that's what I'm thinking right now. But overall, after Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks get away, it shows what I believe is probably a flashback of Zamasu talking to Goasu, I think was his name. I don't know. The other Kai who trains him and has him make tea all the time. But he said he was watching GodTube, which is what you guys are watching right now, watching me on GodTube. But anyway, yeah, he was watching Goku's fight with Hit, and then he found out about the Super Dragon Balls, which at that point leads us to believe that he will, it kind of showcased it in the next episode if you watch the preview, but it showcased the fact that he found out about him. He goes to that one guy who has an answer for every question that you ask him, that Bulma and Jaco talked to a couple of episodes ago. He goes to him, he asks about him, and I'm pretty sure that's when he finds out everything he needs to know. So somehow he takes the time out to travel the universes and collect all the Dragon Balls, and that's what leads us to believe that he's going to wish for immortality, because that's probably why Trunks just could not damage him in this episode. And while we're on the topic of him being damaged, he captured Goku and Trunks in like a, I don't know, a neck brace or something like that. It wasn't something serious. It looked like they could have broken out of it. But then we get to see Black do the Kamehameha attack. And for the first time you've ever seen Goku get hit with his own attack. I mean, it took out him and it took out Trunks. And then we saw that there was no damage done to Zamasu whatsoever. Trunks stabbed him and there was no damage. So we do know that he is practically invincible right now, because it's something that he said several times throughout the episodes, which is why I believe he got the Dragon Balls and wished for it. But we'll find all that out in the next episode. But overall, I feel like this was a great episode. Great teamwork between Goku and Trunks. Vegeta was down, but he got back up and he did save their lives, thankfully. I'm glad they didn't just throw away Vegeta and say, he's not going to do anything for the rest of this fight or whatever. But yeah, great episode. Vegeta came through even though he got took out, so I was pretty happy about that. They're back in the past now, so I'm guessing in the next episode we're going to see them trying to figure out a plan to go back in time and take out Black and Zamasu. So yeah, with that said, I rate this episode an 8.5 out of 10. The action was there, and we're getting closer and closer to figuring out Black and Zamasu's true identities and who they are with each other, I suppose, because in relation to each other, should I say. But yeah, with that said, great episode. Go watch it, guys, if you haven't already. And I'm Animated Heroes. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on everything that you see listed in the description below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.